Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your pelvic floor physiotherapist, Sarah Thorne, and today we are jumping straight into a postpartum workout. We're going to start to get your legs moving, we're going to start to get your whole body moving. A simple workout that you can do at home with no equipment. Let's go. We're going to just start by opening up the entire chest and your posture. So we're going to take our right leg back, our left knee is going to be forward, a little bend in that knee, and you're going to be up nice and tall on the toes. We're always trying to encourage that global movement. So the better your upper body is, the better your core works. Your core, of course, being your pelvic floor, your diaphragm, your tummy, and your back. So working and adding in some gentle stretches that are going to open up the upper body is actually going to allow for better activation and recruitment of your core. So this is why I love to start with some upper body movement. So from here, we're going to take our hands to our side and really gently, all we're going to do is take a nice breath in through our nose, bring our hands up. I want you to think about just lifting the chest just to where you feel comfortable. Take your breath into the belly and then breathe out. Shoulder blades squeeze. And again, we're going to do 3 on either side. So arms come up, breathing into the belly, allowing the core to release, the pelvic floor to release, relax. And then as we exhale, just exhale through the nose. One more. All the way up, chest up nice and tall. Breathing into the belly and then breathing out. Just starts to open up. We get a nice little stretch through the hip. Okay, let's change over. So exactly same process. Chest comes up, look into the distance. This just elevates your posture from here. Inhale in. As you bring those arms up, chest up, just think about lifting from the chest only, and then exhale. Inhale in. Exhale out. Last one. Inhale in. And exhale out. Okay, we're going to take the legs nice and wide. And really gently, we're just going to start to move the hips. So from here, we're going to do some gentle hip circles. So we're going to imagine we've got 2 headlights onto the hips. We're going to bring them forward and then keeping our knees straight, a little bit like a hula hoop. We're going to stick our bum out and we're just going to mobilize. So it's really slow, really feel like you're working that hula hoop all the way around, pushing the hips forward, opening everything up as you come that full 360. And then once you've done 3, we're going to simply go back the other way. This is always a really nice stretch, especially in those early weeks and months postpartum. You might be feeding in uncomfortable positions. You just might feel a bit stiff. And we want to give your entire body, but really opening up the pelvis and your core, that nice little stretch. Here we're going to bring the hands back together and then we're going to open up, chest up, squeeze the shoulder blades and then come back together just like you're opening a book. You're going to inhale in. Again, visualize that opening, that lengthening, that releasing of the pelvic floor and breathe out. Just in and out through the nose. Breathe in and breathe out. Just do 2 more. Nice breath in. Nice breath out. Last one. Nice breath in. And nice breath out. Wonderful. So you already should be just starting to feel, oh, nice and loose. Okay, from here we're going to come on down to all fours. In this position, we're going to come into some simple leg extensions. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And again, we're going to just continue that breathing, just really kind of visualizing, working on the pelvic floor and core connection. So we'll breathe in. As you breathe out, leading with your right heel, toes to the floor, we're going to extend out. Again, imagine those 2 headlights on your hips, sinking down, keeping them both level, toes to the floor, and then come back in. Same side. Inhale. As you exhale, we're just going to, again, allow that core to connect as we work through each movement. Nice breath in. Into the belly. Exhale. 2 to go. Nice breath in. Nice breath out. Nice breath in. And nice breath out. Last one. Change over. So same again, maybe reposition if you need to. Nice inhale in. Exhale out, leading with that left heel, toes to the floor, headlights facing the floor. We don't want to overextend and we don't want any arch in the back. So this is just working on that core and pelvic control. Nice and steady. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you will know that if we're breathing, we're allowing the core to do its job. So we don't have to tell our pelvic floor to come up if we're doing and working on our breathing cue. But if you want to, of course you can. So you'll breathe in to release, relax as we come back to the starting position. And then we'll exhale, bring your pelvic floor with you and sink down. Then we're just going to take the knees apart and we're just going to come down onto the forearms and then just tilt your bum into the air. So we're just going to give the pelvis, the pelvic floor, lower back, just a nice little stretch into puppy pose. Just go to where you feel comfortable. Don't overdo it. And of course, you can reposition your knees or feet either wider or closer together. And then when you're ready, we're going to come back up into 4-point kneeling. So from here, we're just going to work the arms and we're just going to work a bit of stability and control. So again, we're just going to gently squeeze the shoulder blades. We're going to tuck the chin. And then from here, all we're going to do is we're going to bring one hand up to the shoulder, drop it down and change over. So we'll take our breath in to connect. As we breathe out, we're going to connect to our pelvic floor and our core. So you bring it with you. And then when you're ready, we're going to count to 10. 1. Out loud for me. 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. Last one. And 10. The benefits of counting out loud means that you regulate your breathing or you don't hold your breath. It means you're able to really work and connect to your pelvic floor better. And if you're not sure, try holding your breath and counting in your head and you'll feel that your tummy feels a bit swollen because all of the air is being stuck there. Okay, onto your back for me. Nice and comfortable, hands down, nice and relaxed. Again, we're going to just work on the connection. So we're going to bring and start our right knee up over our hip with our toes not pointed, but our toes up towards the ceiling. From here, we're going to use our core connection with a little bit of extension. So we're going to start here. Take your breath in. Take your breath out. Your core is connecting as you lengthen. And then as we come into reset, it releases. And then it connects. And then it releases as you inhale, exhales and connects. 2 more. Inhale to release, relax. Exhale, connect, contract. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. So we're just working our core, working our pelvic stability, just taking it nice and easy. Then we're going to change over. Start with the knee over the hip. And then again, inhale in. As you connect, work and lengthen. Toes stay facing the ceiling. Exhale, connect. Inhale. And of course, if you want to and really work on your pelvic floor as a focus, tell your pelvic floor, squeeze and lift my pelvic floor, release my pelvic floor. But what I'm trying to help you to work out is that the pelvic floor, if we're doing our breathing, our pelvic floor should be working. So just depending on where you are in your journey, and exhale, allows you to move between the 2 cues. Okay, now this is a bit of a tricky one, but we're going to give it a go. So we're going to drop the hands down by the side. We're going to bring one knee up above the hip. Then we're going to bring the other knee up to the hip. We're going to go straight in. You're going to take your breath in through the nose. Core and pelvic floor release, relax. Then we're going to connect. So we're going to bring your pelvic floor up and we're going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3. Out loud. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop down. So this is what we call an abdominal isometric. Really great for starting to rebuild your core system. We want to start working your abdominals, working those six-pack muscles as well as the deep system. After giving birth, we know that the muscles will have widened and weakened. So the sooner we can just start to switch them on, the better your recovery is going to be. And then again for me, knees up, inhale in, exhale out, connect, 10 seconds out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and drop down. Wonderful. And then release, relax, and when you're ready, we're going to finish off up in standing. And then to finish off, we're going to do a supported wall squat. So you're going to find a space for you to lean on. Take your feet away from the wall, just a little bit as far as you feel comfortable. And then we're going to come down to a position. It doesn't have to be as low as a seat, but you want to come down to a position that feels comfortable. We're going to open up our palms, chest up, head forward. From here, I want you to think about the weight on your heels with your shoulders relaxed against the wall. And we're going to do the same. We're going to work the legs and our core together. So same setup and cue. Inhale. Exhale. Connect, contract, count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When you're ready, you can walk yourself up the wall if you need to take a breather. You want to get the legs firing, but the wall is a great way for you to feel support as you're starting in those early weeks and months postpartum. So again, when you're ready, come on down, chest up, head up, hands and palms facing forward, shoulder blades should be nice and comfortable against the wall and the weight going through your heels and your midfoot. Inhale in, exhale out. Connect, contract out loud. You know what to do. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. That's it. We are done for today. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, please do subscribe to my channel and I will see you at our next workout.